Hi everyone and welcome back to LPB Racing. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we hope you enjoy the content that you're about to see. LPB Super GT season round 7, and we are back at Kyoto with race 1, the sprint race. Hi everyone and welcome back to LPB Racing for the LPB Super GT Championship on GT Sport. This is round 7, the last round of the season in the Super GT Championship by LPB Racing. So this is going to be a race around Kyoto Driving Park, Yamagiwa and Miyabi, which you can see on the top right in the map is the bigger version of Kyoto, so the extended version with the Miyabi circuit, so it's going to make some really entertaining racing. So let's go to the grid then for this one. So after qualifying, it is Jamo who takes pole position then, so a very important pole position for him, with Rodders in second place in the Nissan, so again a good qualifying for him. Both are within shout of the championship as well. So we've got everyone down to 11th place who could actually win the championship, so lots of people in it. Stevie's in there as well, he's in third in the Honda, he's on the medium tyre. Obviously everyone on the medium tyre in this one. Blake in 4th place in the other Motor Tech GTR. Then we've got TY in 5th, he makes his return to the he makes his return to LPB Racing. He was going to be out for the whole season, but he's back a bit early, and Uncle has decided to quit LPB Racing due to the fact of not agreeing with the weight ballast, but that was going to change, so obviously not wanting to wait for the change, but never mind. TY is back anyway. We'd rather have TY on track, with Techno in 6th place as well. He's in the running for the championship. Darren is in 7th, he's covering for Cyrex. Again, then we've got Red Bull in 8th in the Automax Honda. Then we've got Firepower 9th. He's the last one that's actually within chance of a championship. So Firepower's got a chance of the championship here as well. Bert in 10th. He is covering for one of the Lexus. I think it's Will he's covering for in the Zent Lexus. Seek 1 in 11th in the Calsonic Nissan. Keith 12th in the Raybrigg Honda. We've got Intrepid in 13th in the Lexus. Bradders in the Lexus in 14th. Then we've got Neil Farmack in 15th, and then Bidster at the back in 16th place, running maximum ballast. So here we go then, ready for the off here at Kyoto. So we've got Bidster, Neil, Uncle, Seek 1 and Intrepid running weight. So Bidster maximum ballast, Neil 2nd place weight, Uncle 3rd place weight, Seek 4th, and Intrepid in 5th place weight. So plenty to watch out for then. So everyone on the medium tyres, because at Kyoto the tyre wear is sort of worse, so running the harder compound tyre in the sprint race as well. So here we go, medium tyres on the cars, and away we go for the last round of the season. Then Jamo takes a good lead after the start. So round turn 1 we go. There's Blake in 4th, round turn 1. We've got to wait for things to get a bit closer. We've got Darren already putting pressure on Techno. So Darren already putting pressure on Techno. There goes Techno, there's Darren. Red Bull in 8th place, just coming through the first few corners. Remember, the Gran Turismo ordinary start spreads them out a bit, but I'm sure the cars will get closer as the lap goes on. There's Rodders in 2nd, who's already putting pressure on Jamo if he can do it. Through the corner we go. Stevie then through the exit of the long left-hander. Techno looking for a way past TY here. TY defending in the Automax Honda. He's stepped into Uncle's shoes, and this will not count towards Uncle's points, by the way. This will be strictly TY's points, because Uncle has decided to leave the actual group, so he's not more viable for any more championship points. So TY going for his own personal gain, but also trying to help the Automax team out to get more points with him and Red Bull. So, and TY has taken over the number 7. As we go through the right-hander then. Oh, and Darren on closing on the back of Techno here. Red Bull getting close to the back as well. Further back down the field we've got Intrepid, Bradders, Neil and Bidster having a nice battle at the back as well. But back to the guys up front. Jamo into the right-hander, goes wide. Rodders sticking it up the inside, can't find a way through, but Jamo goes over the curb on the way out. He's got to watch the exit, so he might be slower. As we go up the hill, Techno again applying more pressure to the back of TY. Last sprint race of the season here in the LPB Super GT Championship. TY then well, he sort of doesn't have a choice but to let Techno go, because he goes a bit wide there into the hairpin, but TY trying to hold it for the way out, but no, Techno's got it done, and TY is here now in 6th place. And also remember, TY is carrying 3rd place ballast as well, because he's carrying Uncle's ballast as Techno goes wide. So Techno goes a bit wide there. Red Bull goes wide now on the outside line, trying to get around the outside of the Denso Cabelco Lexus. He's trying to, he's in the draft of his teammate, and he's got through. So Techno goes down another position there. Darren then on the back of him, looking into turn 1 down the inside. And no way through. TY's lagging a little bit there, and he's massive lag from TY, and he's back in the pack now. He's back forwards, and it's like a comic replay. And now he's back. He's all over the place. He's absolutely all over the place, TY. But meanwhile, further back there's Bert and Intrepid and Bradders as well. Neil and Bid's having a nice little battle at the back, but because they're that heavy with the 200 kilos on, they can't do anything about it. Remember, next season the weight will reduce to 100 kilos maximum. Rodders takes the lead then in the Nissan. Rodders takes the lead in the Nissan, and Jamo goes down to second place. So the Motor car goes ahead of the Zen Lexus. Jamo makes a mistake out of the corner. Jamo makes a mistake out of the corner, goes down from 1st to 4th. So not good news for Jamo there, and he needs a good result out of these races if he wants to try and keep championship hopes alive. But Rodders and Stevie are doing that. They've got some good positions already. But you've got to take into account as well, if you have more, the more success you do, and the higher up in the championship you are, the more ballast you will carry. So not good for Bids doing this one, and Neil, because they're at the top of the championship, but obviously they're down in 14th and 15th places as TY's disconnected now. TY's disconnected from his first race back, so unfortunately not good for TY, but alright for everyone else. It means everyone else scores a point now. But Bidster and Neil's championship challenge looks like it's gone down the pan, because they've had to run obviously this first race with the weight on. As we see there, Techno's car behind Red Bull, just trying to put some pressure on there. Darren Firepower getting close to the back of this group as well. Firepower could be an underdog here. If he gets a decent result in this race, doesn't move too far up the championship, he'll be light for race 2, which will mean he'll probably do better than the cars with weight on. So we'll have to see how that goes. So the order so far is Rodders in the lead, Stevie second in the Raybrig Honda. We've got the Motorlord Tech Nissan of Blake in 3rd, with Jamo in the Zent Lexus in 4th, closing up to the back best he can. Red Bull there in 5th place in the Autobac Honda, with the Denso Lexus of Techno in 6th place. We've got Darren in 7th in the Wildcard livery car, but he's actually teammates with Firepower behind him in the Craft Sports car. And he's run wide there. I think he's going to let Firepower go here. Yes, he is. He's going to let Firepower go, try and help his teammates out in the championship challenge. Keith in 9th place. He's just out of reach of the championship. He wouldn't be able to win it with the points he's on, but he got very close near the end. Just if that Raybrig Honda had been better on the handling at the start of the season, then he could have been within a chance, but unfortunately not the case to be. Further up front then we go back to the leaders. Jamo is now in 3rd place. He's past Blake, so Jamo is back into 3rd place in the Zent Lexus then. So moving up the field. So it's still Rodders, Stevie, Jamo, your top 3. And there's Red Bull and Techno. Further back then there's Firepower and Darren. Then we've got Keith, seat 1. And then we've got a bit of a gap to Intrepid and Bradders in 11th and 12th. There they go. And then we've got Bert in 13th. He's in just a standard Lexus colour, because we couldn't get a livery done for him in time. He was a last minute cover for Will, who unfortunately couldn't make it due to the weather in America and the week this was happening, so couldn't quite get online. And Bidster then putting him under pressure, trying to get every single point he can possibly get. Bidster here as Bert goes wide there, massive wide for Bert, but he luckily gets it gathered up and he's okay. We've got Intrepid and Bradders quite close, but again back to the hairpin. And we've got Firepower in 6th place. Now he's past Red Bull. Red Bull must have made some kind of mistake somewhere, and Firepower's gone through. Firepower's caught him on pure pace, but I'm not quite sure which one's which. The lap times will tell us the story. As we go over the penultimate corner, the curb there, and Darren getting caught out on the curb. And so's Keith, as Red Bull chucked it back down the inside of Firepower and tries to go through for 6th place, but Firepower drives it around the outside, and he actually gets a good drive out the corner. He switches to the opposite side, but Red Bull's actually got it done already, so he needs to get back in that draft and get back up to him the best he can. Stevie under pressure from Jamo now. Jamo in the Zent Lexus looking feisty here for more points, as he's now behind the Raybrig Honda of Stevie, and Stevie's not far off Rodders, so the top 3 within the same camera shot there. Really good to see the close racing that we've had this season in the Super GT. Absolutely amazing. And the next championship will be quite an eye-opener as well for a close racing, and we'll reveal that later on in the second race. But there's Rodders, Stevie, Jamo, Blake and Techno. There's Red Bull in 6th place, going wide on the grass. Could this be Firepower's opportunity? But he keeps his foot in it on the grass, so he should be alright. He's just got to brake with a bit of dust on his tyres. He gets a penalty for it as well, even though he lost time. So again, the logic of grant is more penalties, but the good nature of the right-hander that gets rid of it for him. Firepower under pressure from his teammate now. I won't think Darren will want to challenge him too hard, but because Firepower's the one within a chance of the championship, hopefully Darren will be a sort of a wingman for Firepower as he attacks Red Bull. We'll have to see how the team tactics go. Meanwhile, for the lead then, Rodders and Stevie side by side. Rodders defending the inside into the right-hand hairpin. Coming up, but he runs wide, runs it in very deep, and he goes extremely wide. Stevie goes through, and Jamo as well. Rodders goes from 1st to 3rd in the matter of seconds, so just outbraked himself in the defence. Oh, Stevie has a massive mistake on the way out the corner, and Jamo then takes the lead, straight from 3rd to 1st in the matter of corners as well. Incredible. And now we go into the hairpin. Jamo slightly wide. Rodders trying to stick the nose of the Nissan where it's not wanted. Lexus versus Nissan versus Honda. Who says the BOP isn't right on this game? Me, because the GR2 is the only one that actually works. Good on BOP, but in my opinion. But Jamo then in the lead, back in the lead of the race after a little mistake earlier on, cost him a few positions. Stevie now trying to go around the outside of the remote Lawtech car. I know he's trying, but Rodders is within every right of himself to give him a squeeze as he goes out the corner. So Jamo takes back the lead then at the end of lap 4. On to lap 5 now. There's Rodders and Stevie, and then we've got Blake closing up to this as well. Blake's not within a chance of the championship, but I'm sure he'll be happy to spoil Stevie's show and try and help his teammate out. And there's Techno as well. He's within a run of the championship, but he's going to have a bit happening for him. So we go. They hail Rodders and Stevie going alongside each other, trying to, but now Stevie tucks back in. The Honda will be faster around this left-hander than the front engine Nissan will be. It'll just tuck itself in better. You can see there, just slightly faster cornering speed, but as we go down the straight, the Nissan should pull out a little bit more. But Stevie going for the overtake around the outside, side by side for 2nd place down to the hairpin. Rodders has got the inside to defend, and he does so, and he'll move the car back to the left a bit and defend into this one as well. Rodders holds on to 2nd place. Blake ever so closer in the mirrors of Stevie. There's Red Bull in 6th, Firepower still 7th. And we've got Keith in 8th with Darren in 9th. Keith's now up to 8th place. He's past Darren, so the Raybrig Honda of Keith is on the move. He'll want to try and take all the points off of the other guys as he can to help Stevie out and his own championship campaign as well. There's Darren in 9th place behind seat 1 in the slightly lighter Calsonic car on 80 kilos in 10th. Then we've got Intrepid still in 11th, Brad is 12th, Bidston up to 13th, as Bert's now gone down to 15th. He's had to get used to that car within a matter of probably minutes before the race, because he was the last minute substitute for Will, because we didn't know whether Will would be able to get on, but unfortunately he couldn't, so Bert's not had any practice, and he's not doing too bad to say he's not had much practice, so good job. So Neil 14th, Bids to 13th. Back to the leaders. Still the same order. Techno, I think he made a little mistake out of the corner, and he was on slightly the wrong line coming out of the hairpin, but no bother as we go out the corner there. There's Firepower still chasing down Red Bull, and he's, I dare say, Firepower's closing on Red Bull here. Firepower and the Nissan closing up. He's just having a look down the inside. Firepower's just moving out a bit too early to make his overtakes. He just needs to be a bit more calculated and with his overtakes, because by doing that he's lost a lot of time to Red Bull, as Red Bull does the old weave on the straight to try and get rid of the draft. So just a little one move, which is perfectly legal. Keith in 8th, Darren 9th, seat 10, seats closing on Darren as well, so we've got that to watch out for near the end as well. There's Blake, he's under pressure from Techno now. Techno in the Denso Cabelco Lexus. I wonder if he's now chosen the time to push. As actually Blake's front right tyre is a lot worse than the Lexus. We'll see, we'll just swap between the graph, watch the tyre graph at the bottom left. We'll swap between them now. Yeah, you see there Blake's front right tyre is a lot worse than Techno's. Probably another 8th worn. As we go down the hill, Blake moves out to defend on the inside. Techno goes to the outside, trying to go around the outside the long way around. He's actually got the momentum, and he's going around the outside of him. He's now got the inside for the left-hander. What a move from Techno around the outside of Blake. Incredible move there from the Lexus driver. Absolutely incredible move, and that's veteran stuff, that, from Techno. Well done. As Firepower still chasing Red Bull. There's Keith, and Darren's closer now. Darren must have made a mistake on the other lap, and he's now closed up to the back of the Raybrig Honda. Remember, Darren is in the Craft Sports car with the wildcard livery on. As we go around the right at the left-hander, and Keith's Raybrig Honda gets a better line in and also fast around the corner anyway. Back to the leaders. It's still together as Techno has a massive slide out of the right-hander there, and yeah, massively smokes the tyres up the hill, and not good as Rodders has a little sneaky look down the inside of Stevie, just trying to poke his nose down there and try and make Stevie look in his mirrors and go, oh dear, and then leaves the door open. But luckily Stevie is quite the veteran, and he doesn't fold that easy to pressure as we go over the left-hand curbs. Techno goes a bit wide there, Blake does as well, so I thought Blake could take advantage of that, but obviously not. So let's say around the last corner, Jamo still holding quite a decent lead while Stevie's occupied with Rodders. So the top 5 still remain the same. Red Bull and Firepower still remain the same in their respective positions. Keith still in 8th with Darren a little bit further back now. Darren must have made a tiny error, and seat 1 then closes up in the Calsonic car to the back of the wildcard liveried Craft Sports car of Darren. Intrepid on his own in 11th, having a nice little boring race for him. So he'll be counting down the laps. Bradders in 12th with Bidster closing up now. Bidster flashing his lights down, coming for you, Bradders. Every single point counts in this. So Bidster pushing hard with the weight on and doing well, but he's got a lot to do in the next race if he wants to hold on to the championship. So is Neil as well. Further up front then, Jamo's been caught by Stevie. Stevie's decided, right, enough's enough, let's ditch Rodders, let's go for the lead. So Jamo still holds the fastest lap as well, which could again help him in the championship challenge, because with the fastest lap you get an extra point. So again, all these guys battling for every single bit of points they can get. Stevie and Firepower need a lot to happen in order to get the championship, so Stevie really needs Rodders and Jamo to fall right off, but I don't see that happening unless there's a major incident somewhere. So we go around the left-hander then. Jamo in the Zent Lexus still in the lead. Raybridge Honda second of Stevie. Third, Rodders in the Motorlotech Nissan. Stevie challenging Jamo now. Will he go for the inside? No, he's going to leave it. Not yet. Just being cool, calm and calculated with his move. And Jamo again being quite cool under pressure. Not showing any sign of weakness. There was Techno out the right-hander as well. There's Blake just losing touch with the leaders now. Oh, there's Firepower and losing touch with his car. A massive twitch there from Firepower, but we go up the hill chasing Red Bull still. Red Bull's rear tyres looking worse, but the front tyres about the same as the Nissan, so Nissan will have more grip out the corners on traction with the better tyre wear. There's Keith 8th, and then seat 1 now, he's in 9th place ahead of Darren. And Bidster is closing up on the back of Bradders still, so still closing up on him. We'll come back to that in a little while. And Bradders has decided now, right, okay, it's my turn to catch up to Stevie now, so they're all doing their best to try and trump each other. So over the line on to lap 8 of this final sprint race of the season. It's been a fantastic season. Don't forget to leave your comments below on how much you've enjoyed this season, and nice to see some comments on the videos as well. If you go through the left-right section, reminds me a bit of Silverstone, but the other way around with barriers. So at least the marshals don't have to walk an acre to get to the track. But and also the walls are there to punish you as well. You've got it wrong. So Jamo then defends the inside from Stevie. Now he's feeling the time to defend. All 3 and 4 now closing up on each other. One little defensive move is all it takes for the pack to close right up. Will Jamo defend into the right-hander? No, he's not. Rodders will have a go at Stevie though. Rodders straight through on the inside, passes Stevie, and the Honda goes down to 3rd place. Nissan moves up to 2nd place. And we've got another Lexus of Techno in the background there. He's just on the back of this train, trying to do what he can. So Rodders now, it's his turn to have a go at Jamo, obviously saying, Stevie, you're not being quick enough, I'll have a go. So Stevie says, alright, show it your best, I'll be waiting in the wings to pick up the pieces if you fail. There's Red Bull in 6th, still Firepower behind him in 7th, but still Firepower can't find a way past Red Bull. He's staying with him, but he's just not able to actually get close enough to attempt to pass him manoeuvre. Still the leader's the same, Rodders with Stevie right behind him as the Constantina up into the hairpin. Techno looking lively here, maybe he might go for a move at the top of the hill. The Lexus looking like it's stalking its prey. You get a massive zoomed in shot there of Stevie. Stevie now defends the inside from Techno, and Techno's going around the outside again. That Lexus loves these outside lines. As Techno's still there, and biff, as the Honda of Stevie has a little twitch out in the corner, and Techno just there to rebound off. And yep, nice little rebound there as we go up to the last corner. Jamo holding his nerve in the lead. Rodders, Stevie and Techno all putting him under pressure, but he's been cool, calm and collected and Rodders will do the best to try and get some points off of him if you can, and so the other two. There's seat 1 ahead of Darren, and they're actually catching up to Keith now. Keith looking like he's under threat. 2:11 last time round for Keith. Not the fastest lap he's done, so under some pressure here. There's Bradders, he's under pressure from Bidster now. Bidster pressurising the Wacos Lexus in front of him. So we go out, of course, you see Bidster's rear tyre's a lot worse because he's having to use more traction out the corner to propel the car in less sort of radial turn. Just point and squirt, you know, get the car out the corner, straighten it up. So back to the leaders then. Jamo under pressure from Rodders and Stevie still. The battle rages at the front down the hill. We would be going left here, but we're going right because we're on the Miami circuit. That's where the wall is, so got to go this way, otherwise you kind of hit a wall, which is not good for you or the car. Well, it's quite good for our viewing pleasure though. But Jamo goes round the left-hander. Look at me right and left right by the end of this race. Jamo then under pressure from Rodders, up and over the top into the left-hander. And just Rodders able to take a bit more of a tighter line than Jamo, but even though Jamo, having said that, his tyres are a little bit better than Rodders here, but Rodders doesn't care. He's going to try and get close and have a go. Stevie's using the Honda's advantage around the long left-hander to get a good traction as well around the corner, but all the fronts 4 still stay in the same order, but because they're as close as they are now and it's the penultimate lap of the race, anything can happen here. And Red Bull now having to properly defend from Firepower, who's right on him. Red Bull makes a mistake out of the corner, and Firepower goes through. 6th place is Firepower's as he goes up the hill. Red Bull makes a mistake too hard on the power. The rear tyres on that Honda are about finished, so not good for Red Bull, and he now needs to try and counter-attack as quick as he can, but that Honda does not look in the best shape. It's sliding all over the place. Meanwhile, the front 4 together as Rodders must hit the wall on the exit of the penultimate turn. That's the only thing I can guess, or either that or the hairpin, but Stevie goes back through into 2nd place. Jamo in the lead. Battle is on for the win here. Jamo versus Stevie. Rodders in the wings with Techno behind him now as well. Last lap of the race. Into turn 1, Jamo's got to try and survive a whole lap with Stevie behind him. Not the easiest competitor, but he goes wide. Stevie gets alongside him, side by side into the Magnus Beckett section, that I like to call it, but Stevie goes through into the lead, takes the lead on the last lap, but Jamo will be calculated. He will be assessing the situation, he'll be looking at which way is best, and he's now saying, right, counter-attack, imminent, go! Get down the inside. Stevie says, no you don't, sunshine. Hot mid-engine power, round the corner, no you don't. Jamo hits the grass a little bit, and that could help Rodders close up for a move. He's got to watch behind him now. Stevie's got a bit of a gap down the hill. Rodders moves out to overtake. Last minute, dive down the inside. Has a look. Jamo sees it coming, gives space. A little bit of contact on the way out, and Jamo slide, and Techno goes through. So just a little bit of feisty racing there, and Jamo's car got a bit loose on the way out, and he goes straight from 1st to 4th in half a lap. Incredible. Back to the other positions. Red Bull is now back ahead of Firepower. He's got back ahead. Blake's going backwards as well. His front right is finished. So he's been way too hard on the tyres in this one. And compared to everyone else, even Red Bull's tyre wear is even better than him, and Red Bull's known for shredding the tyres. So that's not good. We're back to the lead then. Stevie, Rodders, Techno and Jamo still in the order that we saw him in a few moments ago. All around that corner, is going out up the hill now, still the same order. There's Blake under pressure with Red Bull and Firepower behind him as well. There's Intrepid in 9th. And Seat 1 and Darren quite close here for position as well, having a little fight for position. Seat 1 defending the inside, and no, Darren switches to the inside now. Break. But Seat 1 holds on to the position there and holds on to 10th. Back to the leaders, last few corners. Stevie, Rodders, Techno and Jamo. Out the second to last corner, bit of grass for Techno. Stevie defends the inside, Rodders trying to go the long way around. He's got no choice, he's got to do the long way around or do one of the hell of a cutback. But Stevie's holding on, little twitch for the car. Down to the line, Jamo's lost it, he's going to be 4th. Down to the line we go, drafting. And it's going to be Stevie for the win. Rodders 2nd, Techno 3rd. Jamo down in 4th place. What a dramatic end to a fantastic race that was. Blake's, Red Bull spun at the last corner. I don't know if there was contact or not, I don't think there was, but Blake takes 5th. Firepower gets the 6th he's been waiting for, and now Red Bull's got to get going, but Keith's going to come across the line in 7th place. 7th place for Keith. Intrepid takes 8th, and then it's going to be close on the line, but Seat 1 and Darren go through for 9th and 10th. Red Bull in 11th, he'll be swearing in Belgium. or whatever the language he speaks in French. But Bradders will be coming in 12th. Bidster tried, but he got 13th. So well done to both them two drivers. Neil Farmack takes 14th, again with the weight that Bidster and Neil had. That's all they could do really. And Bert will round off the 15. But what a race that was. Incredible action from start to finish. And we will now take you to the replays of the race, followed by the results. Now we go to the replays of the sprint race. Here's the first of the replays then, looking at what happened to Jamo to lose his lead on lap 1. So he just went too hot into the penultimate corner, hits the wall on the grass and loses quite a lot of time and a couple of positions. Okay, now here's a replay of what happened to Stevie and Rodders. So Rodders obviously went deep into the corner, but then we didn't see what happened to Stevie. So you see here, he gets on the curb, gets wild and loose, and luckily holds on to the car and keeps it going in somewhat of a straight line, but a massive wobble there. And Jamo and Rodders go through, and then they stay in those positions for a little while. Here's a replay of some action on lap 5 with Darren and Keith. So Darren goes into the hairpin, a bit hot, and then gets the power on, massive slide, and then Keith gets the run around the outside, and that's how Keith took 8th place. And now here's a replay of some more racing action on lap 7. So we see here going up to the long left-hander, seat 1 in the Calsonic car on the outside of the Craft Sports car of Darren. Around the outside, he looks like he's going to get it done, but then Darren gets it back, but then seat 1 says, no you don't. Uses all the curb, tiny bit of grass, very risky stuff. And seat 1 takes 9th place, and then Darren goes back for the cutback on the inside, but seat 1 holds it. What a move by seat 1, ultimate bravery. Now here's a look on board with Stevie on lap 9 of a bit of a battle that happened between the top 3. So going into the hairpin at the top, watch here with brake. Rodders goes for the inside on Jamo, a little sneaky move, tap tap tap. Tries to get through on the inside, but then Rodders lets Jamo go, but in letting Jamo go, he's a bit slow on the accelerator, and Stevie takes 2nd place. While that was happening, this happened. Intrepid goes down the inside of seat 1 into the right-hander, and as you can see here, as we look out, Intrepid goes a bit wide, but then he actually does get the place, so good move there from Intrepid. And now here's the replay on board with Firepower. Have a look at what happened to Red Bull on the last corner. So watch here, we go through the corner. And watch Red Bull's car, he's on the curb a little bit, and he gets on the power. While he's on the curb, he gets a bit too excited, and round goes Red Bull's car. He's now facing the barrier. He's got to quickly reverse onto the track, get going, but by the time he gets going, you see there, Keith's already passed him. There goes Intrepid, and he's trying his best to get to the line, but with the overspeed, he slows down and lets Seek and Darren go, and I think he's that angry with himself, he's not even bothered to go to the line. So Red Bull absolutely furious with himself. Welcome back from the replays, and now we go to the results of the sprint race. So it is Stevie who takes the victory. Well done to Stevie, only just ahead of Rodders in 2nd place in the Motul Ortec car, with Techno rounding off the podium in 3rd. Well done to him. Jamo in 4th in the Zent Lexus, with Blake in 5th in the other Motul Ortec car, with Firepower in 6th place in the Craft Sports machine. Keith takes 7th in the Raybrigg NSX as we go over the page, with Intrepid in 8th. We've got seat 1 in 9th in the Calsonic car. Darren finishes 10th, with Red Bull in 11th. Bradders finishes 12th ahead of Bidster in 13th in the 2nd Calsonic car, with Neil Farmack in 14th, with Bert in 15th, and TY unfortunately disconnects from the race in 16th. Jamo fastest lap at 2:05.8. So, here's the results of the race then. There is your winner, Stevie in the Raybrigg Honda. Fantastic win for Stevie, and a good battle between the top 4. Stevie, Rodders, Techno and Jamo, and Blake for the start of the race as well. Epic battle between all them, but it is the Raybrigg Honda of Stevie that comes out on top. So we will see you all next time for the final race of the season, Race 2, the endurance race here from Kyoto, Yamagiwa and Miyabi. We'll see you then, everyone. Take care. Thank you all for watching that sprint race from Kyoto. Don't forget to like and subscribe to LPB Racing as well. Really does help boost our channel. And next time it's going to be Race 2, the endurance race of Round 7 from Kyoto. We will see you then. Take care.